Welcome to Shakeout Live, the hottest rock show on the web. Passion doesn't run through your blood, but it's what you need. Heart beats but doesn't carry the love. What is that? Even empty veins start to see clearly. Come on here, I'm itching. Oh yes.
Yeah.
I can't hear my voice in my headset at all.
Yell at the sound guy.
It's incredible. Yeah, it's the sound guy's fault. I'm gonna be like that. There's a Madball show one time where they got the sound guy like beat up because of like.
Oh my God.
Squealing. Check. Okay, I can hear it better now. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? Hey, thanks for being here. Let me send out a quick message to our crew. I definitely had a little bit of a hard time getting on here today, and that's usually just because we did a live stream last week. If you were there, thank you for being there. Who was there? Raise your hand in the chat if you were at last week's live stream. It was really fun. We had Wide Waters on the stream. It was also, though, in an entirely different location. So, when you have something in a different location, you have to move it all back to this location. That's where the technical difficulties came in. How'd you feel about last week, Chris?
Had a lot of fun. Yeah.
That was a good time.
I ate way too much.
You ate way too much?
I ate way too much. Just all the pizza and donuts that we had available were too much for me. That carrot cake was really just what did me in.
Yeah, no, that carrot cake was really good though. I ate
Amazing.
I ate it the next day and it was still good. Yeah, it was dope. It was good. Suster was there. Arlene was there, I think too. Ryan missed it 'cause he's a nerd.
Nerd.
But yeah, Suster and Arlene were definitely there. Yeah, it was dope, man. I really had a lot of fun.
I'm not sure if Arlene was.
Oh, Arlene maybe was there.
No, she's not supportive.
Okay. Well, she'll be at the next one. Yeah. So yeah, it was dope. Okay, cool. I just texted that to everybody. Please play a Green Day song. We might be able to do that. All right. Let's talk about a couple things first before we jump into Green Day songs. So on the agenda for today, we're gonna talk about some stuff going on in rock music, which is pretty funny. We're also going to play some riffs, tons of riffs. It's gonna be a riff kind of day, and then other shenanigans, other fun shenanigans. Let's start with this though. Did you see that Avenged Sevenfold got hacked?
Oh, they got hacked.
Their social media accounts actually got hacked. I don't know who saw that. Johnny's in the chat. What up, dude? Yeah, they got hacked. So it started off with it was like a post. It started off with a post about them canceling all their tour dates or their festival dates.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like official looking. It was just like they posted all the flyers and just put canceled on their name. Like,
which is hilarious because I feel like you sent it to me and you looked at it, you were like, bro, this is so weird. And it was like there was something odd about it.
No context either. They didn't say, sorry, we can't do it. Just canceled.
Yeah. So they didn't cancel those dates. And I guess they were like worried about being compromised now. What I was saying to Chris before we got on, it worries me for sure when I see like big accounts and big bands like that get hacked. Like that seems like super, super scary. I can't imagine what that's like, 'cause especially like a band like that, dude, they have millions of people following them. Like,
yeah,
you spend a lot of time to build that audience, and then like someone could just get in and fucking fuck with you and pretend. And it's someone that obviously knows the band too. It's not like weird bot that hacked it. Well, they posted a flyer of their tour dates and shit. But yeah. So Avenged Sevenfold. That's the first thing on the agenda. They got hacked. Shout out Avenged Sevenfold. Glad you guys got your account back. Glad you'll be at Sonic Temple and all those festivals. Welcome to Rockville or wherever the hell you guys are supposed to be.
That'd be a good tip for Punk Rock 101. Change your passwords.
Yeah. Punk Rock 101. Change the passwords on your accounts every few weeks. Imagine their shit was just like Sinister 123 for like 20 years. The past 20 years, someone just finally just got it.
Backcountry 000.
We're not kidding though. Change your passwords. Anyway, moving on.
And if we just said one of your passwords, change your passwords.
I'm good, John. How are you doing, bro? Other than that, in rock music news, I saw that apparently Metallica has been teasing new music, but they've been teasing new music through TikTok, apparently.
Oh, these kids.
Did you see it?
Not yet, no.
Me either. So it's great. I heard about it. I didn't watch the TikToks. I just heard about it. So we'll pull them up real quick, and let's see if we can watch these TikToks real quick of Metallica. I guess they must be putting out a new album, 'cause they put out that single like a while ago now, right? Have they announced anything since then?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I also don't think so. All right, let's see. Yo, thank you for the subscription. Can you help me with my homework? Yeah, what homework you got? All right, so I'm a tutor. Not really. We're the Punk Rock 101 tutors only. So if it's rock and roll homework, then hell yeah, we can help you out with that. All right, so this is what Metallica has been posting. I don't know if it's gonna be what it is. To be honest with you, because I didn't watch it. I'm just gonna go back. It looks like maybe a few. It looks like this maybe. Let's see what this shit is.
Is my man just gonna play the part? I already see where this is going.
Is that Lars?
That's Lars. So I already see where this is going. I haven't watched these yet, I swear to God, but I know that this is gonna be like they're just gonna add the next guy's part by duetting the videos.
Yeah, sounds right. I'm glad to see he's really upped his technique game in 50 years.
I'm just gonna skip Lars. Let's go to the next one.
So close, no matter. So close, no matter how far.
Here it is.
It's just like the same thing for like a minute and a half, I feel like, because I just skipped ahead way ahead in that video.
That's wild.
All right, I'm gonna go to the next one.
Hey, I'm James Hetfield with Metallica.
That's it, bro. This is an old one. So that's it. I think it's really funny that years ago, people like maybe, dude, like a year or two ago, people were like, TikTok, that's the kids dancing app.
Yep.
And now Metallica is teasing their music on TikTok.
Yep. A few years ago it was the kids dancing app, and then before that, remember, it was like weird karaoke. Like you just like random people would just be on it doing karaoke, and everybody be like, "What are you doing?"
I mean, well, that's it. Now Metallica is teasing their music. What do we think? I feel like it's not much to go off of there.
I hated everything about that.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan either. Subster says drum beat kind of sounded like Blue Monday song. I don't know that, but maybe it's good. Isaiah says meh. Bring on the new blood. Let them die. Damn, that's rough. Damn, dude. Yeah, no, I feel that. Oh, there it is. Metallica is putting out new music. Maybe they haven't actually said they're putting out new music. We just have that. We have duets on TikTok.
I don't want to be too. Maybe the song is good. Who am I to judge? But I feel like if you're gonna go that route to like tease a new song, I feel like if you gotta be playing something interesting. Like,
yeah.
How long did you say that was? Like 2 minutes? Yeah. That's wild. He was doing the same thing the whole time.
I know, bro. Yeah, that was long. Especially if like that just feels like old Metallica where the songs were all like 10 minutes long, and there's like a part where like the same riff happened for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall. All right, so last on the list of rock music news for this week, When We Were Young added a new date. And you know how I know? Because those motherfuckers won't stop texting me.
When we were young, booty calls.
Dude, I must have signed up to be on the text list, I guess, last year.
Yeah.
I don't really remember, to be honest with you. But they've texted me multiple times, and I think it might be fun to just text them back. Like, let's hit them back with like a what would be a good text to When We Were Young?
Every time they text you, reply back like a selfie, full body. But each time they send you another text, you remove an article of clothing.
But all of the pictures have to be taken like this from the above
Yeah,
angle.
yeah.
Just like the MySpace like era, like, and I have to grow out my hair and swoop it a little.
Yep. Because they'll see it, and eventually someone will be like, all right, I really don't want him to get fully naked, so let's stop.
Oh my god. Speaking of when we were young, I don't know if anyone is excited about when we were young or going to when we were young, but I did a poll on YouTube this week about when we were young, so this seems like a fitting time to throw it in there. I wrote, which When We Were Young Fest headliner do you prefer and why? It actually got a lot of why responses in the comments, but the headliners have been, so far, Green Day, Blink-182, My Chemical Romance, and Paramore. And those are over the 2 years.
Yeah.
Who, without looking, who do you think won? Dude, it was a fucking landslide victory, which is kind of wild.
I'm going to say My Chem one. Blink? Wow.
Landslide, dude. Green Day got 55% of the votes, bro.
That's wild. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, Green Day got 55% of the votes. They were the most voted band. What would you guys vote for in the chat? Is it Green Day, Blink-182, Paramore, My Chemical Romance? What is the best? I know what your answer is, Chris.
Yeah.
You're My Chem. It's kind of tough.
Well, you know, I'm not even thinking of like what band I like the most or what band's like the best. It's just like My Chem and Blink. You got the Blink reunited Blink. So that's like a huge deal. So that's a huge deal for them to headline. And then My Chem, when they started headlining, that was like when they first came back to doing like full tours and stuff from their hiatus. So that's why I thought they would be winning. But I mean,
Yeah.
Green Day's been kind of just touring for like the past, what, 15, 20 years?
More than that, yeah.
Well, like playing this level of shows. So like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
They are definitely the biggest band out of those. Like they
Oh,
play,
yeah,
they play the
definitely.
biggest venues.
Yeah.
So I guess it's understandable, but I didn't expect them to win by that big of a
Yeah.
landslide.
Wow. Good for them.
My vote would probably honestly be Green Day.
Okay.
Out of those four, I love all four bands. Paramore got last place, by the way. It was it was Green Day, Blink, MCR, Paramore. Green Day at 55%, Blink at 25%.
Oh, wow.
MCR is at 11%, and Paramore's at 9%.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not how I would have seen that going.
But yeah, I'd go Green Day just for like personal like they've influenced me personally the most. Icarus says Green Day, Subster says Green Day, Johnny says The Killers. The Killers will be headlining next year. JD wishes he could go to When We Were Young. I wish I could go too. It's just so fucking far.
Yeah.
That shit is far away.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not close at all to us. So
If last year taught me anything, it's too risky.
yeah.
'Cause like, just I can't imagine like taking off that much time from work, getting my tickets, getting airfare, all that, just for it to like have a wind advisory.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's like a lot of people,
Yeah, that's
lost out that day, like
Yeah.
bad. Anyway, JD says MCR. Cheers to that. You're more excited for Fall Out Boy and Yellow Card? Yeah, that new Fall Out Boy song is pretty cool. I like it.
they're good.
I like it. It's one of the better Fall Out Boy songs I've heard in the past, 10
Yeah.
years. All right, cool. You want to play another song?
Yeah.
What should we play? Yeah, we're gonna play that new Metallica joint, bro.
I hope y'all like that 'cause I'm gonna be playing it all stream.
Yeah, what should we play? What are you feeling, Chris?
Really, that song really reminds me of that that Bullet for My Valentine song that came out a while ago.
I don't know what that is. That just sounds like a day to remember to me.
Yeah, they all sound the same.
Disrespect your surroundings. What do you want to play?
Up to you.
You want to do See You Never?
Sure.
All right. This song is called See You Never. If you know it, you rock. If you don't know it, you're about to. Look in the mirror just to see deeper sense of in the chat. Always so fake and insincere. Nothing you say means much to me. Till never. Always so fake and insincere. Let your light say no. Ugh. Bartopia, what's up, dude? Moshin in the chat. Aiden's in the chat. Johnny's in the chat. All my friends are here. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here. That song is called See You Never. It's by this really shitty band called Shakeout. You should totally not check them out. They suck.
You gonna let him tell you what to do? Show him wrong.
Show him wrong. Get on Spotify. Go listen right after the stream. All right. So this is something we need. This next part, we need some chat participation for this next little bit. I want to do. What's the exact wording I put here? Okay, yeah. 3 guitar riffs that'll get you kicked out of Guitar Center. So what are we thinking, guys? What are 3 guitar riffs that if you go into Guitar Center and play, you're instantly kicked out, instantly banned? What do you think? Ian says the studio was cool, but there's something about this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you, Ian.
It's closer to my house.
It's closer to my house too.
Yeah, a little bit.
And I say that because this is my basement, guys. I sleep upstairs. What do you guys think? What are 3 guitar riffs that'll get you kicked out of a Guitar Center? I think personally, I'm just gonna hit it off with the number 1. I think this one is considered the forbidden riff by many.
Yeah.
And that is the classic.
Let's see if yours matches up with my number 1.
Hold up. Sorry.
Yep. Yep.
You know that one? You know that? You know the little fucking...
It's like...
It's just 16ths? Yeah, basically. I think that's the number 1. What do you guys think? Is that it? What's up, Ghostface? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining. Stairway is there. Yes. Smells like smells like Sweet Child of Stairway Heaven. You know that's the Barktopia classic, dude.
Yeah.
He left that comment that led to the most viral video I've ever created.
Nice.
And I said the most viral video I've ever created because I posted that. It's gotten a ton of views from the times I posted it.
Yeah.
But every guitar page, like on Instagram, like those like guitarists for life and all those.
Yeah.
Dude, they all went viral because that video got reposted like 30 times.
Nice.
Shout out to Barktopia. Yeah, Stairway I would say is probably one. Enter Sandman got to be up there. Enter Sandman is definitely up there too. Speaking of Metallica, let's rock it. This I would say this is number 2. Definitely up there. I haven't played Stairway to Heaven in a long time, but I think I could really bullshit it.
I could too, because I'm not going to play anything.
It's like, fuck. I'm going to get roasted if I post this anywhere afterwards. Let me tune the guitar first, because that just sounded fucking bad.
Well, that's the true Guitar Hero way to, Guitar Center way to do it.
That's true.
Yeah.
The out-of-tune guitar is necessary.
It's also part of it that you have to like retry it like 5 times.
I don't know if that was right, but honestly, I think that fits you're right. That fits the aesthetic more. If I
Yeah.
played it slightly wrong, then the Guitar Center employees will be more mad at
Yeah.
me.
All right, so I got a question for you. You work at a Guitar Center 5 days a week,
Yes.
all day.
Uh-huh.
What is the one song that would drive you mad to hear constantly? Well, like, what is your personal number one that will drive you up a wall?
Fuck. My personal number one, probably Back in Black.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's yeah. What's your personal number one?
Definitely Snow Hey Ho.
Oh my god.
My personal hell would be in a Guitar Center hearing like 8 different guitarists play that song. All slightly out of key, all like doing it weird.
All playing it just like I did. Just like not that good.
Yeah, and not moving on through the song either, just that one part.
Well, Subster says Saint Anger. Yeah, I would see. Where's the capo for Wonderwall? I have it actually right here. Wonderwall, fuck, is it like today is gonna be the day that we're gonna go with my team. I don't really remember Wonderwall. Something like that. Actually, Wonderwall might be my number one.
Really?
Yeah.
Because my thing with that is it's not the like guitar that really bothers me about that song, it's the vocals.
True.
Like hearing that song over and over just with the vocals is gonna drive me crazy.
Yeah, no, agreed. With all the weird effects, they would play it. Yeah, they would play Snow Hey Ho through a fucking Line 6 Spider with the weirdest like chorus effect on it too. So it would just be extra annoying. Yeah, I'd hate that. All right. So we've been popping off on the internet recently, Chris. I don't know if
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
we have?
We have. No, we actually have. I was gonna go into a segment of another thing really quick, but we actually have. I will say thank you to everybody who ever like watches our stuff and shares it or is here right now or whatever. We were gaining like about 250 to 300 new subscribers a month
Yeah.
on average for a few months there. In the past 28 days, we've gained almost 900 subscribers, dude. We've tripled.
Thank you, February.
Yeah, February's been killing it. And not only that, but we actually have 1.3 million views on our YouTube channel now.
Woo!
450,000 of those views have happened in the past month.
Nice.
It's kind of crazy. But anyway, fuck analytics. What I was going to actually say is we have one video that's kind of been popping off recently, but maybe not in a good way.
It's all in a good way.
Yeah, so I'm going to ask this question. I'm going to ask it to the chat. Let us know what you guys think. But did the Beatles invent rock music? Did the Beatles invent rock music? The answer is no.
No.
I'm going to tell you right now that the fucking answer is no. The Beatles did not invent rock music. We made a video recently, a couple weeks ago, where we compared who revolutionized rock music more, either the Beatles or Nirvana. And obviously, it was kind of like a niche, goofy little clip.
Yeah.
Like, there's not really comparing those two bands.
That's an opinion question. Saying that the Beatles invented rock is not opinion. That's just a wrong fact. Like, it's just not true.
Right. So we made this video, obviously, where we were like, who revolutionized rock, the Beatles or Nirvana? We have been getting roasted in the comments, mostly by boomers, I would say, that basically are like, the Beatles invented rock, and there's no comparing the two, yada, yada, yada. Here's my thing. In that video, I made a little statement where I was like, a lot of people over the years have said that the Beatles stole their sound from other artists. I said that in that video. That got a lot of hate.
Yeah.
But that's really that's a really well documented argument. When you do the research into that, literally goes back to the early 1970s where people said the New York Times posted an article saying that the Beatles stole their sound from black artists.
Yeah.
Like, and John Lennon also talked about it and like made some rebuttals to it. So it's not like that's like not a well documented argument.
Yeah.
That like it's not like a new thing. I didn't make that up and like just say that.
Yeah.
And even John Lennon will say John Lennon will even say that the Beatles didn't invent rock music. He said people like Chuck Berry, Bo Diddley, or like Little Richard.
Yeah.
Those are the people that are the true pioneers of rock music. They say it themselves. Yeah, we have all these comments being like, the Beatles invented rock music, and you guys are the fucking worst human beings I've ever seen ever on the internet, you dumbasses.
Well, they're right about all that, except.
So I think, though, it's like all like opinionated to yourself, too, because like for me, I know like obviously the Beatles have done a lot for rock music. There's no arguing that. But I know for me, like bands like Nirvana or Green Day or Blink-182 have done a lot more for me than the Beatles have.
Oh, yeah.
You could obviously make the argument that those bands maybe wouldn't have existed if the Beatles didn't exist. But then you could also make that same argument about the Beatles. You could be saying, well, the Beatles wouldn't have existed if Chuck Berry didn't exist.
Also, let's talk about the fact that the king of rock and roll was before the Beatles. So how could they have invented rock?
Right.
And he also stole his sound from black artists.
So, it's kind of crazy that people are like said that straight up that they invented rock. I thought that was a very weird argument, and one I disagree with. And I'm gonna repost this clip to roast those people because I think it'll be fucking funny, and we'll probably get roasted by more boomers in the comments. But I don't care.
Anyway, here's our cover of "Here Comes the Sun."
And here comes Paul McCartney coming into the studio right now. Thank you for joining us today, Paul. It's like the Kid Rock thing last. Oh man! And I'm a Beatles fan, by the way. Let me make that clear. I actually do like the Beatles. I enjoy a lot of the Beatles' music. It's not like coming from a place of hatred for the Beatles.
Yeah.
It's just like not true.
Agreed.
Anyway. No, they popularized the modern way of doing it. Like, yeah, sure. I can agree with that, Barktopia. Beatles, Ramones, Rolling Stones, Beach Boys. It goes farther back, like we said, Johnny. It goes to more like Chuck Berry, Little Richard. If you want to talk about people that invented rock music, it goes back to those people.
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about inventing.
Yeah. Like it wouldn't have existed without them. All right. Shall we play more music tonight?
Yeah.
All right. What do you want to play?
I really wish we had some Beatles covers in our back pocket right now.
I could do. All right, we're gonna do a Beatles song. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. My hour of darkness, you were standing right next to me, speaking the words of wisdom. Let it be. 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 Speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. And that's if Green Day played played the Beatles.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't know. You want to play an actual song?
Yeah, let's play an actual song.
Marty McFly revolutionized rock music. I'm not arguing that.
I saw it on TV. It got to be true.
I'm not arguing that with you. I agree. What do you guys want to hear next? Or should we just, or drummer's choice, and then you guys pick the next song?
Wait, did you say drummer's choice?
Yeah.
Oh.
I picked the last one. We're
Let's
taking turns here.
do a Green Day song.
Let's do a fucking Green Day song,
Yeah.
bro. What Green Day songs do we do? We've done Basket Case. Do we do other Green Day songs? We could do should we just try to wing one?
Yeah, let's wing one.
All right, let's wing a Green Day song. We've never played this before. Make fun of us when it's bad. You know Hitchin' a Ride, dude? Kinda.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
You got this. It's a good one. Hey, mister, where you headed? Are you in a hurry? I need a lift to the happy hour. Said, oh no. Can you break for distal spirits? I need a break as well. The well that inebriates the gale. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Cold turkey's getting stale. Tonight I'm eating crow. Fermented salmonella poison. Oh no. There's a drought at the fountain of youth, and now I'm dehydrated. My tongue is swelling up. You said 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go! Trouble times, you know I cannot lie. I'm off the wagon and hitching a ride. We're doing all right, I think. Not bad. There's out at the fountain of youth, and now I'm dehydrated. My tongue is swelling up. You said 2, 1, 2, Trouble times, you know I cannot lie. I'm a wagon and hitching a Fuck, that's not the right chord.
Damn, that was pretty close.
We've never played that before, ever. That was the first time, literally ever, guys. So there you go. There's Hitchin' a Ride by Green Day. Drop a F in the chat if it was bad.
I'm always scared of when you say that, and I just like look up and see just like F's, like just taking up the whole page.
I don't even care. I care. I hope you guys are having fun. Thanks for joining us on this Monday night. In 2 weeks, we are gonna have our friends Keep Flying in on the stream. We'll be back over at the other studio, the nice studio, out of the basement again, and it's gonna be a good time. They're a great band. If you haven't heard them before, you should definitely check them out before the stream and come through and hang out. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun. We gotta think of some fun stuff because those guys are wacky weirdos.
And there's 6 of them.
And there's 6 of them. Yeah, it's gonna be a very full studio that night.
Oh yeah.
'Cause even with Wide Waters, we were like kind of packed in there, and there's gonna be 2 more people. I think we should just. I was saying we should just stick the horns in the fucking back booth.
Keep them separated.
It'd be kind of funny. If they were like in that back booth, they had their own camera back there.
But I still want them moving around as much as they do on stage.
With the headphones on. No, it's gonna be a good time. All right. Next segment for tonight. This is a good one because it's a little bit of an oxymoron segment. Blink-182's 3 most technical guitar riffs.
Ooh.
What would you guys say are Blink-182's 3 most technical guitar riffs? I picked my 3. I hope I can play them. We'll see. Probably should have went over them real quick.
I don't know if you can do the guitar wizardry of Tom DeLonge.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I guess I get it's a little bit of an oxymoron because obviously Tom DeLonge does not write the hardest guitar riffs, but he has written some riffs over the years that I would say are a little bit challenging. They're definitely challenging for him, and because when you watch him play them, he struggles.
Yeah.
These are the 3 guitar riffs that I chose. You guys let me know in the chat what you think, but here's the 3 I chose. I put Dumpweed as one of them. Not the hardest. This isn't the hardest, but Dumpweed. We'll say Dumpweed's number 3.
Okay.
We'll go backwards. So number 3 is Dumpweed. Just that top riff, though. The other one's really easy, actually. That one's really easy.
To a non-guitarist like me, I always thought that second part was harder.
Yeah, no, it's like 3 notes.
Oh, wow.
But this one's the tougher one. Oh, let's play it one more time. Count us in for it. I think that's actually it. Whatever, it's close enough. That's number 3. It's not a hard riff, but it has some string skips and some stuff going on there that and some hammer-ons and some pull-offs. You know, there's some stuff in there for Tom that's a little difficult for Tom, I'd say. So that's my number 3. Number 2, this riff is visibly hard for him. Like, it's visibly hard for him to play when he plays it live. Like, when you watch him play this riff live, he struggles, and he even, like, I've seen him on stage, like, curse and shit because he misses it. It's tough because of the string skips on this one. But this is a riff everyone will know. See, even I just fucked it up. It's a little tough. It's like it's all alternate picking, and there's like some string skips that make it a little difficult. And when he plays it, dude, he's so focused. He also has this guitar. Like, I watched a video of him earlier today on the Howard Stern show in like 2000, and he had his guitar like all the way down here, and he was just like,
Yeah, I've actually seen that video before. They sounded terrible.
It was dog shit.
Yeah, they were really bad. Even Travis sounded bad on it, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it was. It's kind of funny though, because they just like overproduce their albums a bit, and then they just don't do any.
Yeah.
They don't do any of the harmonies. They don't do any of the stuff. So yeah, I think that's part of it. But what? That's my top number 2 for Blink-182's most difficult riffs. I don't know what the chat thinks about that. The riff is a little tricky. My number 1. This is the hardest Blink-182 riff in my opinion. I hope I can play it. Fuck.
Now you sound like Tom.
All right, that's the best I did it. It takes a little practice. To be honest with you, I don't ever play that riff.
Yeah.
If I practiced it for like 2 minutes, I'd probably have it a little bit better. So it's not like extremely difficult. But a Blink-182 riff that takes like a little bit of practice to me is like at least kind of tough. I think the hardest part about that riff too is like the second part, because you have to like grab this note that's like underneath the other note on the same fret. A little bit different. Damn It was the first song you learned when you picked up a guitar. Hell yeah, it's a lot of people's first song. That's dope. That's a tricky-ish riff, but I think these 3 are tougher. Those are my 3. Yeah. Those are my 3. Do you have any say or opinion on any of that?
Like I said, I don't know how to play it. So like, what sounds hard and what is hard is probably 2 different things.
Yeah, because you thought this one was hard.
Yeah. I will say though, I always thought the guitar lead for Natives sounded really cool. I don't know if it's hard to play. It's probably not. But that like background, like.
I'd have to re-listen. What album is that on?
Neighborhoods. It's like the second song.
Yeah, I don't know that album
Oh,
super
okay.
well. Like, not enough to know the guitar riff off the top
Gotcha.
of my
The
head.
guitar sounds really cool on it, though. I recommend it.
All right, I'll check that out. Yeah, there we go. There's the 3 hardest Blink-182 riffs. Don't at me. I'm right.
I'd love to do the 3 hardest Blink drum parts, but they're hard.
Yeah, they're actually hard.
Yeah, they're actually difficult.
All right, let's take a look at this. We did 2 polls. I did 2 polls on YouTube this week. Thanks to anyone who voted. And by this week, this one went up this morning. But already has 147 votes, so we have enough. We have enough data to analyze here. Late Hipster says Tom surely improved after spending so long studying alien riffs.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope he comes back stronger than ever with Blink. I watched a video of what's his other band?
Yeah, Angels and Airwaves.
Angels and Airwaves play recently, maybe late last year or something. And he very clearly, it was like a live video.
Yeah.
He very clearly had auto tune or maybe just like pitch correction on
Yeah.
his voice. And I was like, yo, I hope he brings that out for the Blink tour, bro. Because it sounded great.
Yeah.
I was like, I can tell that this is pitch corrected, but he
Yeah.
sounds awesome. So who fucking cares?
I mean, I know I get a lot of hate for it, but I've been loving Angels and Airwaves for like such a long time. And I don't like the stuff they put out like when they first came out.
I feel like a lot of people like them, no?
Yeah.
Is that wrong?
Well, I'm weird because I don't like their old stuff. I only like a lot of their newer stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like their last 3 albums were amazing to me.
I don't listen to them enough. I don't have much of an opinion, but I did watch that live video, and I was like, Tom sounds really good. His guitar tone sounded good. Like, his voice sounded good. I could tell, like I said, it was tuned for sure, but, like, it was, like, good. You know, it's like, this is fucking awesome. It sounds produced. It sounded like a record, kind of. So it was like, this is cool.
I think he's like starting to realize that it's not as cool to go on stage and sound like shit.
yeah.
Like in Blink, it's kind of cool 'cause it's, a punk band and, they're doing their thing, but now it's like, he's a little old to be doing that.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, bro, you're 50. Like, maybe sound better. And you're selling out massive arenas. Like, maybe don't sound like shit.
People are spending like $800 to see you.
Yeah.
Learn your part.
Yeah, it's like, learn your part and maybe bring out that pitch correction. That shit sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, here's the poll. Battle of the Bassists.
Ooh.
Matt Freeman of Rancid.
Okay.
Les Claypool of Primus.
Okay.
Geddy Lee of Rush. Or Mike Dirnt of Green Day.
That's a really tough poll.
Is it? You think so?
I mean, like,
I know. All right, my personal.
Yeah.
What would be your personal out of those 4?
I mean, Les Claypool. Definite for me.
My personal would be Matt Freeman
Ooh. Okay.
of Rancid. He is, in my opinion, the best punk bass player of all time.
Okay. Yeah.
He's just a ripper. Like, he
Yeah.
plays crazy shit on the bass and in a punk band. Like, the rest of those guys play chords, and that dude's just like lead bass player.
Yeah.
He came in last.
Oh.
I kind of figured that, though, to be honest. But I just wanted to throw him on there.
Yeah.
Who do you think came in first here?
Mike Dirnt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good the Green Day thing, bro.
Yeah.
Green Day's just popular. Mike Dirnt came in first at 46%, but Les Claypool pulled through with 34% of the vote, so he wasn't far behind.
Yeah. Les Claypool's always been amazing to me just because, like, I'm sure there are way better, like, bass-led bands, but Primus was the first band I heard as a kid that was, like, the bass was the lead. And, like, so many of their songs are just so identifiable by, like, just the intro bass riff, and it's, like, always so catchy and good.
Yeah, no, agreed. I think he's the man. He kills it. I've never seen Primus, but I always wanted to.
Yeah, me too.
And they play the Capitol like a couple. They like every so often, which is the venue near us that never has cool bands.
Did you know? Quick fact: Les Claypool auditioned to be in Metallica when they lost their bassist.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he did not get it because he says it's because he was too weird. James Hetfield says it's because he was too good.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
He's like, nah, he's too good to be in our band.
Like, no, they were like, he needs to do his own thing. That dude's like, he's gonna be the front man somewhere else. Like, he is too much of his own entity to be in Metallica. But Les Claypool was like, nah, it's just too weird.
Weird. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very not related thing, but something that just reminded me. My friend Dante, he tried out for Judas Priest in the early 90s.
Okay.
He still has the letter where they turned him down.
That's amazing.
at his house. He was up against their current drummer,
Wow.
Scott Travis, I think is his name.
Oh wow.
It was literally Dante and Scott Travis, and they just chose him over. And Dante has the fucking letter in his house that says they went with that dude over him.
That's
But
wild.
that they would keep him and they would keep his contact information. And he's like, bro, 2023, I'm still waiting.
Thing is, if that happened to me, like where if I got a denial letter from like a giant arena band like that, they would need to tell me no way. Because I just don't give me that hope. I can't live my life just going, please, any day now.
Please, Judas Priest, just call.
I was checking my phone constantly, just like, any day now. I would need them to tell me, like, bro, never gonna happen.
Oh, my God. All right, dude. Anyway. You want to play one more, and then we'll play one more, do one more quick thing, and then head out
Yeah.
for the evening. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us tonight. Really appreciate it. We did Green Day last week. Totally winged that last song, so maybe we'll do a song we actually know how to play next. How are you feeling about Before Myself?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. The song is called Before Myself. It's a rock song.
Real quick, look at this amazing picture Arlene just sent me.
It's a screenshot of Chris. Oh, shit. I think I fixed it. Not much of a day. Not my best performance. Sorry.
Nah, that was your best.
That was my best, guys. That's the best I got. What is this one? Oh, yes. It's that time. Mr. Drinkleberry's in the chat. Yo, Dr. Chick's in the chat. Purified's in the chat. Thanks, guys, for hopping in. Appreciate it. Well, quick Punk Rock 101. We actually are going to be wrapping this up in a minute and getting out of here. But thank you guys for hanging out. March 13th. March 13th. Please, 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 please come through.
That's in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. We're going to be hanging out at the other studio. If you were there last week, you saw we're going to have Keep Flying In on the stream. It's going to be fucking dope. It's going to be rad. It's going to be fun. If you have anything you want us to ask them or talk to them about specifically, drop it in the Discord. That would be kind of cool. Give us some ideas of what we should talk about. I had one idea. We should do is this is this band name good or bad?
Okay.
And then just go with famous, like really either good or bad band names.
Okay.
I don't know. It was an idea. I don't know. We'll come up with some shit. We'll come up with some fun shit to do. It'll be a good time. They're also a really good band, and I think they're debuting a new song.
Oh.
On the stream.
Oh.
Yeah, that they're gonna be dropping like that week.
You hear that, everyone? Exclusive.
So I think they're gonna play it on our stream, and then later that week the song will be released.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So here first.
Yeah, you'll hear it on Shakeout Live first. Yeah. All right, really quick. These were just a few questions. Some of them were in the Discord. Some of them were in comments. And okay, Punk Rock 101. Here we go. Okay, so someone asked how to make a live stream. Actually, they were talking about how to make a live stream, but they don't have a band, so they want to just do the live stream by themselves. And they're like, "How do I make a live stream and make it entertaining for music?" And I feel like you just gotta like find your own thing with streaming. When I watch other streamers, there's literally people that just like there's streamers that just hang out in their room and talk.
Yeah.
And they have hundreds, sometimes thousands of viewers.
Yep.
But it's because they're like cool and interesting.
Yeah.
Like, and people like want to watch them, and that's it.
Yeah. Most people
or,
aren't.
and it's a lot. And some people, a lot of the times too, is like background. Like if you're doing work at your computer, you could just like put a stream on. I kind of hope that our stream could become that for people, like where they just like, oh, like, I'm doing this other thing, but like,
yeah,
this is on in the background, and
yeah,
it's fucking listening and hanging out still, and like typing in the chat every once in a while. Like I think that's cool participation regardless.
We sound better when you're only mildly paying attention to us.
But most musicians' live streams I feel like are like covers, and it's like kind of like cover, tip for a cover, play, shout outs for covers. It's just like a request covers. That's like the kind of the thing I've noticed for most live streaming musicians. Our stream is a little different than that, as you guys know, and if you're here, you know, because we play actually mostly original music, but we also just like bullshit a lot. We talk about just random shit every week, whatever's going on. So ours, we look at it more like a podcast with a rock band, and less of like we're gonna get on stream and play covers. I've thought about doing that other thing too at some point, but I don't know. It has like a shelf life for me.
Yeah.
Because I've done it, especially on TikTok a lot, and I've gotten on stream and just played covers, and it's fun. Like I have had fun doing that, but it's also like there's the part of me that's just like,
I'm new to the streaming world, but my suggestion is just whatever you plan to stream, make sure you enjoy doing it. If you're streaming something that you hate doing, I feel like the shelf life is very short.
Yeah. That's just, if you don't like see yourself being a cover musician, then don't play covers.
Yeah.
But then you might want to just figure out like what your alternative is.
Yeah.
Because like for us, for example, we know that like we appreciate everyone that comes through and hangs out every week. We know that we play a lot of the same songs every week, but at least the conversation is different. Something is, something is different. It's the same idea as like if you play your hometown every fucking week.
Yeah.
People are gonna stop coming.
Yep.
Because if you play your hometown every week, people are gonna get bored. There's like you're coming and you're playing the same songs, you're doing the same thing. The covers, I get it on the stream. Like you can play different covers every single time, and it's different every time. Our thing is we're gonna have different guests. That's gonna be huge. I can't wait to be able to like more regularly do that. But then also like that, our conversations here are different every time we get on. Trash Bag Gamer said, "Is Billy Joe a better guitarist than Dave Grohl, or is it vice versa?" Neither of them are guitarists in my head. Like they're guitar players,
Yeah.
but they're not like. I look at both of those guys as songwriters.
Yeah, they're much. Yeah, definitely. It's hard for me to pick because they're just both more like song driven rather than guitar driven, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so I don't really know my answer to that, to be honest with you, Trash Bag Gamer. I love both of them a lot though.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. There's one or two more. Okay. I'm starting a new band, but we're having a hard time picking the band name. How do we go about that?
Oof.
How would you suggest going about picking a band name?
It's really hard. I don't know. I mean, the few suggestions I have is just check online to see if anyone else has the band names that you're in competition with. You want to have an original band name that's not also going to show up on 8 different Spotify pages.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good one. I say other than that, I agree with that. Don't care that much.
Yeah.
Because like the reality is there's so many bad band names
Yeah.
from huge bands.
Yeah.
Like the band name doesn't really matter that much. It's what you make the name be.
Yeah, I agree.
Even like let's go outside of bands for a second. McDonald's. If you heard the word McDonald's,
Yeah.
to me like if when we think of the word McDonald's, we think burgers and fries and yellow and red arches
Yep.
and fast food and yada yada. But bro, that shit sounds like an Irish pub.
Yeah.
But they just turned that word into something that you think of. You know, so like same thing with a band name. Like it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
As long as there's not like 18 other bands with that same band name.
Yeah, that's really the only thing I can say is just make sure you have the only one.
Which is probably hard these days.
Oh, it is. Very hard.
There's another Shakeout on Spotify, but they're not an active band anymore.
Oh, okay.
And they have like 2 songs on Spotify,
Yeah.
and I just made sure to separate their songs from ours.
Yeah. In my other band, for lack of a term, it used to just be Float, like the acronym for lack of a term.
Yes,
I
I remember.
There's like an electronic band in like Europe called Float that we would always like get crossed with on Spotify. And then the hole in the like the nail in the coffin for us was this like random emo band in Pennsylvania came out called Float. And they only released like 1 album, but it got crossed with ours too. So we were like, fuck it, no more Float.
And then you guys, and then I remember you guys would still put Float on your merch,
Yeah.
but then get mad, or I think maybe
Yep.
you would, but Arthur would get mad.
Oh, Arthur would get very mad.
when you said Float, and I'll be like, bro, I just printed 18 hoodies that said Float on it. What the fuck do you mean?
I'm cool with either one. I don't care.
It's a good acronym. All right, last one, and then we'll close up for the night. Shit, I just had it in my head, and now I don't remember it. Oh, yeah. Should you go on tour with your band?
No.
Chris goes,
In what sense?
no. Don't do it.
Never.
Don't go on tour. There's a part of me that wants to say yes, and there's the part of me that wants to say no. The part of me that wants to say yes is the part that says, hey, man, you should get out and go play music in front of people and go have fun and go travel and go see different things.
Yeah.
But if you think it's the best way to get out in front of people these days, it's not.
Yeah, I agree.
There's better ways to get in front of people. If you're trying to like grow an audience and build things, there's better and cheaper alternatives to do that.
Yeah.
If you want to just have fun and get on in a van and go travel and see shit with your friends, then go out on tour because that shit rocks.
Yeah. I also do think tour is a good like accelerant to see if you actually want to do this for your life. You know, like I know a lot of people who like think they want to play in a certain band and they want to make that music and that's what they want to do, and then their first tour they're like, yeah, I realize I hate it. I realized I hate the people I'm with. I hate going out and playing shows every night. It's exhausting. I don't like it. And it's like, yeah, it's not for everyone.
I realized I was actually thinking about it earlier today. I'm going to be talking to they're not in the chat anymore. They were in the chat earlier. I'm going to be talking to a friend's band tomorrow just to help them out with some stuff because they want to know just more about social media and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking about my own, and I just turned 30 also last week, and I've been thinking about like my last 10 years. No, I really have been like reflecting on like my last 10 years, and I think that I've come to this consensus that I remember when I was like 20, 21 years old when I started touring. I like made some goals for myself.
Yeah.
And I realized that I actually checked all the boxes of the goals that I wanted to do.
Nice.
Which is cool. But I think that that's part of the reason why like touring, I'm kind of like burnt out on it.
Okay.
There's a part of me that like loves it, and that I love going out and playing. I love playing shows. But there's also the part of me that doesn't want to go on tour anymore unless it's something new or different.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, and like, dude, at this point, I'm like, I think about it. I went out on a tour a bunch over the past 10 years. I've played like pretty big shows, some big festivals. I've been to 43 states. Like I've toured the whole.
Go for 50.
That's the thing. I said one of my bucket list things is
Yeah.
to hit all 50 states, but I don't think I need to play music in all 50 states.
Okay.
Like I think I could get to those other states
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah, I mean, good luck booking a show in Hawaii.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'd like to go to Hawaii at some point and be like, oh, I've been to all 50 states, you know. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, I think I realized that like I've kind of like exhausted my time as like someone that wants to be on the road DIY touring.
Yeah.
I would love the opportunity to do the next level of touring,
Yeah.
but I don't know that I actually need. I don't feel like a sense of fulfillment anymore of just being like, oh, I'm gonna go on the road for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it's gonna be.
Yeah. No, I agree.
There's like too much. I'm just like every time I do it now, I'm like, I've done this shit already.
Yeah.
There's nothing like Germany last year. Super exciting. It was like fun and new and fresh. The tour we did in the spring.
Yeah.
It was fun. Like I had fun because I was hanging out with you guys.
I'm glad I can make it mediocre for you.
No, I mean, listen, it was fun. But, dude, when you're playing in Ohio for 7 people on a Tuesday, it's just like, do I need to be doing this shit anymore? Like, what am I
Those
doing?
are the moments.
I'd rather play for 7 people on the internet. You know, no, but seriously, like, I get to go upstairs and go to bed after this shit. Like,
You mean you don't miss sleeping on the floor?
sleeping next to roaches. Yeah, no, I don't know. You should go on tour. I don't want to make this sound like if you're in a band, touring is fun. You should experience it, but there might be a moment where you go, I don't need to do this shit anymore.
Yeah. And I mean, definitely get it out of the way while you're young.
Oh yeah.
Because every year, I can tell you, it gets harder.
It gets harder, dude. That's the thing. It gets fucking harder, man. That's the part of it where you're like, you have to save up to go on tour.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
The hangovers only get worse.
the hangovers get worse. You're saving up your money, and then you're getting out on tour, and you're like, yo, 6 people were here tonight. Yeah. But, yo, go on tour. Go get on the road. It's fun if you're young. If you're not, and you're old and washed up like me, it's not as fun. That's our segment for Punk Rock 101 this week. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Let's jam out on the riff we were jamming out on to close the night.
Yeah, sure.
We were jamming out on this riff. What do you guys think? Let us know in the chat if you think it's a good riff or we should write a song out of this. We'll be back next week. You right? We'll be back next week, and then the week after we got Our Boys Keep Flying coming through, so it's gonna be a really good time. Let us know what you think of this riff. so much for hanging out with us tonight, man. We'll be back next week. Have a great week. Happy Monday.